What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our SAO Alcization Rising Steel video. We got some pretty good news today, as I'm sure you can tell by the title, whatever I decided to call this. But there was a tweet that came out about 10 hours ago. I was actually busy all day, so I couldn't actually cover this immediately. But long story short, the game is about to release. So, producer announcement. You might want to know that the producer has announced that Sword Art Online Alcization Rising Steel will be available very soon, and they made sure to put the emphasis on very. So there's a few things to kind of think about when this could come out. So the fact that they're making this tweet before the beginning of the week makes me think it's going to be sometime this week. So it'll be Monday through Friday. One of those days is probably when this game is going to come out. Obviously, this is all speculation on my part. I don't have any factual evidence that suggests it'll come out, but it would seem really silly if they said it'll be available very soon and then it comes out on like the 28th or something, because that's not very soon. That's, you know, over a week. So I'm guessing they're playing sometime this week. Now, we can kind of narrow down the days it would probably release even more by looking at the schedule that the game kind of operates on. So if we scroll down a bit, so all these teasers usually came out, so November the 13th, I can't talk today, was a Wednesday, and the 14th was well, I guess they did both of them technically on the same day, because this was like late at night, and then the teaser came out the same day. So that's a Wednesday. Let's go back a little further. Okay, TA Sate, November 6th, also a week before. We go back even further. Roni, a week before that. They're all on Wednesday. So, obviously this is all news-based stuff, so we can't put any kind of, I'd say, like, full merit on it releasing on Wednesday, but I'd say if it does come out this week between Monday and Friday, I would say Wednesday is a good bet. Another, I guess we could say another bet would be if they really were kind of capitalizing on the very soon part. Usually people who work at these gacha game companies, they don't work on weekends. They'll like schedule tweets to come out if they have something that's going on. Usually they go in on Monday. So it's 7 p.m. right now, obviously over here, and in Japan it's sometime in the early morning. So there is a chance it could come out tonight for us over here. I'm not betting on that because I feel like they would have said that if it was going to be literally the day of this, or the day after this tweet. I feel like they would have said, you know, you'll be able to download it tomorrow. What I think is kind of going on here is, I think the game is ready. I think they've done everything they need to do for release. And I kind of felt like it was going to come out soon because on the live stream, they had the like banner date. So that initial banner that they summoned on the live stream the other day is going away on like, I think it was like the 11th or the 13th or something of December. So that's less than a month from now. So the game has to be coming out soon if they're going to have their starting banner go away then. So there's also that. There was a tweet that I kind of wanted to go over because the whole Monday thing. This one was on the 8th. And the 8th was Friday. So obviously there have been, you know, like teasers and stuff dropped on kind of very random days. Like November 1st was what? November 1st was also a Friday. So Wednesday and Friday are looking like the big days that it could be coming out. Obviously it would be awesome if it came out tonight. But I'm just not seeing that being a possibility just for the fact that they didn't tell us that in this tweet. They probably would have said in the tweet that it's like the game is like it's coming tomorrow. The other thing I kind of wanted to talk about, my main point as to why I don't think it's probably tomorrow and it might be like Wednesday or Friday, is that usually the Android stores are usually pretty good about this, but the Apple stores sometimes have some issues with this, where they have an issue with releasing the game because they have to get permission from the Apple stores and stuff. So that might be why they didn't give us a definitive date yet, and it's just going to be very soon because they have to go through all the processing with the Apple stores and stuff like that. Because it has happened before with certain games where the game will release on Android, because it seems like Android is more relaxed on what games kind of get put on their stores. But then Apple will be like a day or two later. I know Dragon Ball Legends, I think Pokemon Masters had an issue with that, where it came out on Android first, but then Apple had to wait a little bit. But overall, I do think it's going to come out this week, because you wouldn't drop a tweet saying very soon. And the thing I have to give credit to the Sword Art Twitter. Well, this specific Twitter and obviously the Japanese one. They have had constant tweets as they're small things, like teasing a character and then we get a character, animation. But they have been constantly, ever since they made this Twitter, I'd say weekly, they have had something new to kind of show us. Whether it be something about the pre-registration goals, whether it be a trailer for the game, whether it be gameplay, they have always had something. So I don't see, they've released everything they're going to release. We've seen the summon animations, we've seen everything else. So I feel like the next tweet we're going to see from Sword Art, or the mobile game Sword Art, is that the game is out. So all in all, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Obviously, I will be covering this game right when it comes out. I think what my first kind of order of business with this game will be is my first video will probably be a kind of tutorial, kind of like first impressions. We'll probably go from right at the beginning when you make your account all the way through to the tutorial where we do our first initial summon, and that'll probably be the first video, give my first impressions, how I think the game is and all that stuff. And obviously I do want to look at how those weapon banners are going to be, because I have talked with some people, and some people have some ideas that maybe the weapon banners could be ticket exclusive, because there was a little banner on the homepage, the little banners that most mobile games have where it cycles through all the different news. But there was a ticket thing for the weapon banner, so maybe we can hope that maybe you get weapons through like events and stuff like that. Or maybe that's an alternative if you're willing to put the work in. Like maybe you can use your actual crystals or diamonds. I think they're called diamonds in this game. Maybe you can use your actual diamonds to summon for these weapons, but maybe it's not a forced thing. Maybe kind of Star Ocean Amnesis has this, where you can get these 5-star tickets for weapons and it just gives you a random weapon. You just pull from the general pool for a random weapon. Now, obviously, that's not ideal in terms of going for specific things, but for free-to-play players, that might be a more ideal option, because most free-to-play players would rather pull for units rather than weapons. Obviously, if you want to be going hard in PvP, weapons are going to be a necessity at some point, but, I mean, I'm going to be, like, somewhat free-to-play. I'm going to be kind of like a dolphin in this game, where I really only, whale in on banners that I really, really want. If there's, like, in the beginning, I'm going to kind of take it a little easy, kind of ease my way into it, to see how necessary whaling really will be for this game. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But obviously, I hope there is some kind of alternative, unlike SAO MD, where you pretty much just have to get lucky. I mean, you can farm the event weapons, but farming in SAO MD is not a fun time, especially since you constantly have to be on your phone like all day playing the game. There's no like auto battle system to kind of like take the give it some ease as to how to kind of farm stuff. But let me know what you guys think down below about all this. When do you think the game's going to be coming out? What do you think about just everything we've seen so far? Are you going to be re-rolling a bunch? As for me, I'm going to have to see how the tutorial is. If the tutorial's like a 30-minute tutorial, I'll probably only re-roll once if I get unlucky with my first account. And then I'll just kind of go from there. As we saw in the live stream, this game could be very punishing, considering it took the devs on the live stream like 6 multis to get 1 4-star. And I think they got the 4-star TA save. So we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. You want to stay up to date with everything in this game since it's about to come out. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.